I'd like to call the regular city council meeting to order for February 12th, 2024. Please have everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so I guess first, I think I can do this before I get going. I would like to welcome Joseph Stanichar. He's our new person from the Morrison County Record that is going to be covering our meeting. So we're really excited to have you, Joseph. And we just want to let you know that you have big shoes to fill. We had Terry was fabulous, and I'm sure you'll be too. So really excited to have somebody here covering our meeting. So thank you for that. We have Laura Wacker here. She's here also, and she's starting in 2 weeks. We're all really super excited. And then we have the normal cast of characters. We got Zach here, and we have Tony. So anyway, welcome all you guys. First, I would like to get approval for the minutes for January 22nd, 2024 of our regular city council meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Connie makes the motion to approve the minutes.
Second that.
Gary seconds the motion to approve the minutes. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried to approve the minutes for January 22nd, 2024 regular city council meeting. And then my next thing would be additions to the agenda. What I'd like to do is include the general council report that at some point we'll add it to the agenda. But that gives us all a chance, all the council members a chance to say something if they want to about an upcoming event or what have you. And then, anybody else have anything? Gary, you're good?
For additions?
Yeah, I think you might have something you could add it, I think, to the,
Yeah, I'd like to get our city website updated.
okay. Should we add that to the, let's add it to the council report.
Yeah.
I can have you talk about that then.
Sure.
You don't have to get voted on. Don, you have anything?
I do not.
You guys good? Jackie? Good? Awesome. Okay, so if I can get an approval for the additions to the agenda.
Then I'll make that motion.
Okay, Donnie makes the motion.
Second that.
Gary seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried for the additions to the agenda. Approval. And so then the next item is the consent agenda. The one thing I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to break those all out separately, cover them separately, separate items. So the first thing on there is the library annual report, and I can kind of cover that really quick for everybody. The annual report for 2023. For statistics, 2018, we had a total circulation of 35,082 people. 2019, 36,935. And then in 2020, we had the kind of the COVID thing going on, and we had 26,550. So we had about a 10,000 person drop. 2021, we had a circulation of 27,200. 2022, 23,099. That was an increase. Let's see, 23,599. We had an increase of 2.2% over 2022. So it is looks like it's slowly rebounding or some of the COVID things. The programs, they had a number of programs through the year. They do story time. They also get supported by the Minnesota Arts and Heritage Fund. They had the local author, Frank Weber. He came in and shared his experience as a forensic pathologist. psychologist, and his knowledge of lie detectors with a live demonstration. That actually been really fun to have seen. And then we also had Chad Lewis come in and present about Bigfoot and lake monsters in Minnesota and Wisconsin. So they had a lot of good stuff going on. So the Pierz Public Library, it's a very warm and welcoming environment for all people. They continue to offer a safe and inviting place. They just wanted to thank all the city of Pierz employees, Eric Afke and his crew, and a special thanks to the furnace issue. They had a furnace go out about a month ago, I think, and between Donnie and Eric, they got something in there relatively quick, so they didn't freeze to death. And I think it was during the coldest week of the winter too, I think,
Yes, it was.
unfortunately. Yeah. And then they just had a sincere appreciation to the city council as well. So they really appreciate everything that we do for them. So that is the Pierz Public Library. The next item would be to set an agenda for our city workshop. So I guess, the big thing that I guess I think we were going to discuss were cell phones, either cell phones or cell phone reimbursement, Jackie.
Okay.
And, I got several thoughts on it. We could go to a workshop. I don't know if we necessarily need to. It's something I think we could at least discuss now. I'm thinking maybe.
Changed your mind.
Well, I'm wondering once if we should have Laura look into a little bit more once she kind of gets on board and kind of keep, I don't know if I necessarily want to, if we keep stuff at status quo, Donnie, or if we just go to something where we go to reimburse the supervisors for now.
I guess that's,
What are your thoughts on it, I guess?
well, I think we have to figure out.
We
how
don't have to do anything until March, not to cut you off. So
Oh,
they're
okay.
paid, right now they're paid quarterly.
Oh,
So
good.
March,
Okay.
so we could adjust this
Then
and
let's-
table it until the March 1st city council meeting.
Yeah,
So then we give Laura an opportunity to get on and see if this is something we could do, because I know the government can do some cell phones and they get some reimbursements with taxes, tax deductions and stuff, so
okay,
we can look at something like that. I know Verizon does government plans as well.
okay.
So maybe we table that, look at potentially adding on cell phones
I'd
to
love that. Yeah,
And
that's
then
great.
The March 1st one, so then we can then determine if we're going to get phones for everybody or if we're gonna do the reimbursement rate.
Yep.
And then after the March 1st one, we can let Pro Resources know, and as long as they're paid in March, by the end of the month, I think we'll still be compliant with what we've been doing. Does that sound fair?
Can I say something,
Sure.
Council? With Laura starting, would that be a good opportunity before we give her personal line out to get her started with a city administrator cell phone so that she doesn't have to give her personal line, and then if we do go to new cell phone numbers, she's
I
already
say-
ahead of the game.
Yeah, I say give no numbers out for now. She has an office number, and if she needs to give a personal number out, it's really kind of supervisors only. No outside people. They can leave a message on her phone for now. And then we'll have her kind of do that kind of thing. And then if so, we can start with that. And then if we can look at maybe potentially adding the police and fire, let's have her talk with Eric, see what he's doing, and go from that route. I think that would be more than fair for now. And then
Yeah,
as long as we're paid, we pay everybody by the end of the month, I think we'll, if we either decide to pay it or buy it,
yeah,
one of the two.
right, yeah. No, that's a great idea, great suggestion. You guys, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree, but I don't think everybody is on that plan. Everybody shouldn't be on that plan.
Not potentially, no, but I think maybe we keep that for
And I
Laura
don't
to
know if
kind of
everybody
look
is
at.
on there now, except for we said, well, we're gonna put everybody on it, but I don't think everybody has to
The
be.
only individual they think that would change would be the full-time, like, salary, it was salaried right now, and then adding deputy clerk to it to allow for the role to be as originally designed.
But we're paying more than just the salaried people. Everybody is on that plan right now, to my understanding.
I'd have to relook at it.
I don't think so.
You don't think like,
I think it's just the salary, like, and
I think it's supervisors.
yeah. If
Essentially.
I go look through the,
no, you're,
No,
Everyone,
yeah.
it does say full-time.
all full-time employees.
okay.
Okay. Well, we can adjust that too to change, so it's not the end of the world.
No, so that's what we want to, and then
Yeah.
what we'll do is I think when Laura gets in, we can sit down, we can talk with her, we can kind of, and then we can take it at that point, then she can do some research or talk to employees or whatever. But yeah, right now, from my understanding too, it's all full-time employees, and my opinion is that just really the supervisors are the ones that really need the phones.
My thought process on that too is if Zach is calling one of his employees, one of his full-time employees across the road, are we wanting them to have their personal phones or are we wanting, you know what I'm saying? What kind of liability is that? So it's just something we need to talk about maybe with Laura and look into it and see.
Yep,
So
okay.
just from that status.
Yep, okay, so let's just let that, we'll table that for now, until, we got till March 1st, and then, the worst case scenario, if we just pay it out March 1st, it's not the end of the world either, you know what I
At the
mean?
end of March, yeah.
Yeah, oh, it's the end of March, that's better,
Well,
yeah,
it's in March, but.
okay, got it,
ideally,
oh,
we
we'll
would
be able
like
to, we'll be able to
pay
figure it
them
out. Yeah, we'll be able to figure it out by then. And then the other thing is to schedule Board of Appeals and Equalization meeting. So Tony contacted the Morrison County, and they are set up for April 11th at 1 p.m. Here at Pierz City Hall. So, we need a motion, obviously, for that to.
April 11th at what time?
1 p.m., yep. And I would like, I think Donnie and I went last year. And I don't,
I renewed, so I'm available.
good. So Gary, could you be part of that too?
Did you get your test done?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all
he
done.
aced it. Oh, was that you? I don't know.
Did it?
Oh,
So
we got
everybody
3
is good.
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
so, yeah, we're looking
I can
pretty
do
good.
it April 11th.
Yeah,
and
April
Gary?
11th, 1 p.m.
I can see if I can get off work.
Oh, you don't have to, Gary, don't worry about it. I forgot about that. Sarah, you probably gotta work too,
I
huh?
do, but
I can get off, it's fine.
what day of the week is it?
Thursday.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's-
one's easier to,
Yeah, that's fine for me.
So then, here's what we'll do, you guys. So Jackie, if you can do it.
Yep.
Donnie, and then me. And then if one of us three can't do it, then we have to contact either Sarah and Gary, and they're gonna have to work something out. But let's if it's okay with you. Donnie, is that all right with you? I know how busy you are, so you can make that work.
We'll make it work.
Okay. So if I could get a motion to
Let's make
approve of-
that
Bless you.
Board of Equalization meeting. I'll make a motion to have that for April 11th at 1 p.m.
Okay, Jackie makes a motion.
Second that.
Gary seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
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 So motion carried for the schedule. So if you want to schedule that, Tony, the Board of Appeals Equalization meeting for April 11th at 1 p.m. here at Pierz City Hall.
And I think that just needs to be posted, right? It's not like a,
What's that?
it just needs to be posted. It's
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Yep. So then I'm going to go to the council report. We're going to do that next. Then we'll go to the reports for the departments. So there's a couple of things. One I was going to say that we got Laura all of her new equipment ordered.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
isn't that awesome?
Mhm.
So she's got a nice, so it really makes a lot of sense. She's got a nice a laptop and with a docking station. So then she's not tied to the office. If she's got to go to just for example, like a mayor's meeting with me or something, she can just pop it off the docking station, take her laptop with her. She's got everything right there. I mean, it makes total sense to have that. And then she's got a couple of screens and stuff like that. So that's kind of pretty fun, actually. And then the other thing is, let's see. Oh, so our next meeting is going to be February 26th. Donnie and Gary are going to be on vacation, so we have to make sure that us three are.
What
I'll be
date?
here.
The 26th?
Yeah, I think you might be just getting back, Jackie.
Yeah, I'll
Otherwise
be
we-
back the 20th.
Okay, otherwise oh, good. So we have to make sure that us three are here, otherwise we're not going to have enough to do a meeting. And one other thing I just want to kind of touch on, I just wanted to say how much that I know I do and the rest of you guys appreciate what Tony's been doing for us. She's been doing just fabulous. She's really picked up a lot of slack, and I know Pro Resources has been a little pain, but we're working through all that. And I would like to, and I don't think I've approached anybody with this, but I think she deserves, for January and February, she deserves a extra $2 an hour for what she's been doing, because there is no way that we would be able to, we'd be in the position we're at if we wouldn't have Tony here kind of taking up the slack. So that's something we can talk about and maybe vote on. I would just say like January and February, a couple of months, just give her a couple extra dollars an hour.
Except for
this.
she's already been paid for January.
Well, I
We
think we
can
can go,
retro it.
right.
Just retro it.
Okay.
I'd make a motion to approve the $2
Should we
an
just,
hour
you just want to
increase.
do it?
Yeah.
I'll second.
Okay, Jackie makes a motion to pay Tony January and February an extra $2 an hour. And Sarah seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, Tony, for everything. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for me. So I think, Gary, you have something?
Yeah, I just want to have our website updated. I guess it's got a lot of outdated information on there, and I don't know who's running it right now, but
I believe Dion.
so we
Updates
should
it.
have some of the names updated and the voicemail for the city possibly updated.
None of that's updated currently.
No.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I think Dion does that one.
And we also need to probably get, do you guys all have profiles on there?
I do, yeah.
Names?
I think she needs a council one.
Yeah, you need a council or. a
Well,
clerk
right,
one.
I need a clerk one, but.
Okay.
I haven't looked at
I
it.
think the profiles are updated.
Okay.
Except
Just
for
the-
Laura
The
Wacker's going to
phone
be
number, is it right?
The voicemail.
The voicemail, yeah.
Probably should add Laura on there as well. And then probably the mission, vision, values that we approved from the handbook should be somewhere on the city.
What's that again?
The mission, vision, values
Oh,
for
yeah,
the city should be
yeah.
on there as well.
Hey, so for the most part, Jackie, we're just we're just trying to tweak the salary things or whatever we're working on pay. So what about the general stuff in there? Did we approve that? We pre-approved everything, right? So whether it's like getting on the server, who can do that, or who can go into the employee files,
That's all been taken
Yeah,
care
that's what I
of.
thought. It
There's
just,
some stuff that I think, we'll have to meet with Laura about. I've been kind of taking a little bit of some notes, just like, now that everything is pretty much online, it's
Mm-hmm.
really, instead of having a binder, there really should be like, okay, here's your council binder, here's
Yeah.
your mayor binder,
Yeah.
here's your clerk binder. We should have access to that on the server and different, like the
Mm.
SharePoint and stuff. That way it eliminates all this paper, right? So we have
Right.
a way
Yeah.
to access all of that.
Absolutely.
So those are some things that I think, Laura's really excited to get us in the now. And so, and then, it's just looking at those things like if there were a fire, how much paper would we be losing, So just working on those things.
okay,
So
that's awesome,
I
yeah.
think, if we're going to look at that workshop, those are some things to consider.
Do you
I
think
mean, I really think with Laura coming on,
yeah.
it would make sense to have one at least at the end of the month or,
Well, we can't because
or-
they're gonna be gone, but maybe
or,
that's when we should have one.
sometime. I mean, write what you want down now. No, I'm just kidding.
We could do it the first meeting in March, do a workshop.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'd be looking at next week when she starts, doing maybe potentially like a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
It don't matter to me.
Would anybody be available Tuesday or Wednesday for a workshop?
Next week.
Yeah.
I think I would be.
Yeah, 20th or 21st, that would be.
And then we could just work with Laura on just some
I think
basic
it's,
questions.
Oh, that's when you're
having
gone, Jackie.
Tony
Jackie, when
here-
are you
Won't be
gone?
here.
No, that's fine. I'm leaving the 16th through the 19th. I'll be back the 20th.
Oh, okay.
So I could do the 21st.
Should we do the 21st?
Yeah, I think the 21st would be fine.
And then what time did you guys want to do it at?
I would say 6 would be
Yeah.
more reasonable.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then if we
But
just,
I would think that between then, a week and a half, Tony could at least have some stuff that she's been doing and ready to go so that we kind of can.
Scott,
Scott.
yeah, Scott actually showed me a schedule for Laura. He's got for,
And
it is
potentially have
fabulous.
Scott there too, so
Yeah.
then we can invite Scott. So maybe we're all on the same page because we might all have different things that we want Laura to kind of work on, and we need
Sure.
to kind of have priorities of what
Yep.
what needs to be established.
So let me think through this. So this is next week. So Laura, next week. So you start the 20th though, right?
Yep.
They start right on, that's the first day you start.
No, that's the
Second
second,
day.
day.
Second day,
So
okay,
she'd get in, kind of meet with Scott, and
Yeah.
then kind of develop their plan,
yeah.
and then have
And
that
you're gonna be,
workshop.
you're gonna be on vacation. So then,
So we did 6 to 8. We could kind of do potluck, or if we want to put
and
money
Laura can run the
into-
workshop.
If we did a potluck or did a put in $5 a piece, we could do pizza or something.
Yeah, we don't have a meeting after that either, I don't
No.
think so.
So we
Oh, cereal.
cereal.
Cereal,
Loops.
I
whatever.
put in a
Yeah,
Fruit Loops.
request for Captain Crunch.
okay, wait, hang on, I gotta hit the.
But
hit the
just,
big-
just I think it would be nice to have Laura meet everybody.
Yeah,
Do a meet greet, get with Scott. Scott attends as well. We kind of develop some sort of a, I just want to make sure you feel obviously welcome
Yeah,
too, and
right,
that she knows she has the full support and all of that
absolutely.
as well.
Is this something that we want to promote to have people in town to come in as well?
I would say not this one, but I think maybe we do it maybe in March sometime where we do
Okay.
an open.
A little open house.
It's open anyway, because we'd have to, it's considered a quorum, so anybody can attend, but
Yep.
not a meet and greet at
Okay.
this time.
Okay.
Wednesday, 21st, 6 o'clock.
Yep.
That's-
Workshop.
Yes.
Motion,
I'll make that motion to do it.
Donnie makes a motion for that.
I'll second.
Sarah seconds it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
A motion carried for a workshop, February 21st at 6 PM, Wednesday. Okay. And then we can discuss all that stuff, Gary, that you talked about. If you can just make a mental note or, you know what I mean?
And
Put
none
that
of
on the
you,
agenda.
just to reiterate with the workshop, none of you else are coming, you could be there, but we can't have more than, on the 28th. So we can't have more than two council members.
For the 20th
The
of what?
8 to 10 for the employees for the SST question.
Oh,
plan.
I don't have to be there.
Okay.
I'm
I'm gonna be there, I just
yeah,
want, we can
no.
only have 2 of us in the
I-
same room. I don't wanna have an open meeting law violation.
Yeah, my goal is, Jackie, is that I'm not, that's one thing, that's probably one of the weakest things I'm at is HR stuff, you know, as far as that type what you're working
Yeah,
with.
yeah, no,
So
no,
I,
that's fine.
to me, I'm confident that you'll do a great job. If somebody else wants to join Jackie, I don't plan on being there, but
Where?
It's gonna be here, we're doing on the 28th with Pro Resources, question answer for SST time and Pro Resources, any questions that any employees.
if you,
any and all
Sarah, it'd be,
employees.
I mean, if you wanted to, I mean, if you got time, or if somebody else does, it would be nice to have maybe another person here.
I could
Oh,
probably
that's great.
Sorry.
But
8 to
it's
10 p.m.
AM,
AM. Oh,
it's a Wednesday.
yeah. Wednesdays aren't good for me. Sorry.
Okay,
No, and that's fine, I already have it blocked off, but I just wanna,
unless you want to, but I don't plan on going
I
to.
would be gone.
You're gone too, okay.
Oh,
Then
you're
Jackie,
good.
it's in your capable,
that's
your
totally
capable
fine.
hands. Okay, so are we're good? Then the next thing would be the reports from the departments. And, you know, actually, let's do Zach first, if that's okay. We'll do the treasure report last,
We can do
since we don't have a treasurer anymore. But
Yeah, but there's still the treasure. Technically.
Good evening, Council
Hey.
Mayor.
Good evening.
I
evening.
just wanted to bring up, I met with Donnie and John about 2 weeks ago, give or take. We discussed what we think we need to get the new 9 going, to maintain the new 9 and all that.
Your mic on?
Green light, looks like it is.
I couldn't. see it.
I-
I can share.
And so anyways, after that whole thing, we discussed that I'm looking to basically get approval to hire a college or somebody a little more capable than my high school help. I think we discussed a wage range between $15 and $20 an hour, depending on obviously what their skills are, if they've had experience at a golf course or not. So I'd like to get permission to post for that position, and then also just a high school help. for the summer, and they'd be working around that 30-ish hours a week. Obviously depends on the week, sometimes 40. And then that person basically a wage range of 11 to 15, depending on if they've worked at a golf course or not, or what their skills are. So those are the two positions I'm looking to hire,
How many in each?
one in each.
So the one that Zach's talked about, we're looking to having somebody, that person be more dedicated to that new 9, because it's gonna need to get mowed more now with the grass growing, and just to kind of help Zach oversee
The
that.
college level or the high school help?
Either one. I'm
The
sure.
college level would be more for
More
the
new
new
9.
9.
So,
Okay.
so Zach, I know, I was at a mayor's meeting last week, and they, Sourcewell, and I know Bob had brought it up, they do internships, and I know you're looking at somebody that's at the college level. I don't know how it would all work, but I wonder if that's something worth reaching out to Sourcewell for. See if they've interned, maybe there's some golf course thing that they have internships available. I mean, I don't know, I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, that's possible. I guess I don't know who to contact there. I don't have that information, but I could obviously get it.
Yeah,
and-
because
I've done it before.
have you,
That's what I brought
they'll
up.
pay $14 an hour.
Yep,
And
so,
then if we're looking at $18, this just for example, $18, and we just pay the $4, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then get somebody to help out there. But that's kind of not,
they have to be in college, it has to go, looking for that piece. of
right.
it.
But that's
But,
kind of what you're looking for, right?
Yes, I'm looking
Yeah.
for someone that's, capable of doing those things, and so I can look for that, but also then can we post, I guess, or what do you want to?
Yeah, I don't know, I guess we might as well.
I would
Post-
think
Because
we
we're
have to
getting to that
post.
point,
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
it's time we hire them and all that.
And what are we calling them?
Grounds crew, I mean, I guess a more qualified grounds crew, I don't know what the proper terminology would, somebody out of high school.
Well, grounds crew, like, level 1 would be, right, kind of the high school, and then the level 2 would
Level
be
2, yeah, I
kind of
guess,
more
like,
advanced.
yes.
So, we'd have to look at, if we have a job description for them.
I don't know offhand. I know for high school help, we've hosted for the last how many years just for high school grounds crew.
Can we come up with, when we hired Bradley, I mean, is there someone we can modify that type of thing?
Yeah, I can look at something
you?
and we can come up
Okay.
with something.
If you can
and-
kind of look at that and kind of tweak what your expectations are for qualifications and all of that. I mean, I'll make a motion to post for the level 1 and level 2, one each, with the level 2 being 15 to 20 and the level 1 being 11 to 15.
18.
But I want to kind of task you with coming up with the job
Oh, it was
description.
up to 20.
That was it.
So we can kind of, or at least your expectations and what your qualifications you're wanting of each, so we can put it into a template for a job description. We kind of need to, I think, get a little bit better with those, so.
Okay.
So if we can do that, I have no problem posting a job for it and getting it kind of going now.
And I don't know how that works, Jackie, but maybe that's something we could leverage pro resources as well. I don't know if-
Yep, we totally can.
Okay.
We'll have to talk to them, but I want him to put the
Yep,
kind of qualifications
absolutely.
together, and then we can get with Pro Resources to do the kind of
Yep.
posting, I guess.
Let's see.
So Jackie made a motion, I'll second that motion.
Donnie seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried for 2 part-time people out at the golf course.
Okay, and unless there's any other updates, we just started doing some maintenance on the machinery this week, so we'll be doing that on and off for the next, and then get more and more as we get closer to.
I heard we got the clubhouse got updated a little bit. Did you guys get the stainless steel up or something like that, or anything, or?
I don't know if Brad and, I know they were starting to work on it, but I
I think they're picking it up tomorrow,
Are they?
the thing from Barb.
Right.
And
Oh, yeah,
Then they'll be working and everything. the
what do you
next day
call
or
that
two.
again, Tony?
The prep station,
Prep station, yeah.
and then I know that they were contacting Dale Browson to see when he could put that steel up, but it is picked up and ready to go.
Good, great. So we're doing some updates to the park complex and the clubhouse.
so that's all I have, unless you guys have any questions for me.
No, it's good. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.
Next we go to the treasurer's report.
Okay. So as of 1/31, our checkbook balance was $1,885,848.44.
And then we'll
We have
go,
to make a motion on
Oh,
that.
can I get a
I'll make the motion to accept it.
Donnie makes a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
Second.
Gary seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried to accept the treasurer's report for February 12th, 2024. Then we go to the claims.
I'm getting there. Okay, so claims for the month of January was $445,009.31.
Okay, so if I could get a motion to accept the claims.
Make that motion.
Gary makes a motion to accept the claims.
I'll second it.
Donnie seconds the motion. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carried for the claims report for February 12th, 2024. Then we go to updates, and that would be like for you, I think, Tony. Updates for anything, any updates? I guess like, unless that's what we should use for updates instead of the council,
Yeah.
just put under updates and then just leave it, and then we'll do up our updates under that? Okay.
Makes
Let's just do
sense.
that. It does make sense, yeah.
Maybe Laura wants to get up and talk about herself a
I
little bit.
asked her if she wanted to.
Did we do that bridge? Did you need to do that?
Oh,
bridge?
yeah.
What's that?
The email that I put there from Tony Hennon from the Morrison County.
I don't know if we
Bridge.
need to talk about it.
Was that the?
Because that was more informational.
Yeah. So,
Do you-
They're talking,
Yeah, go
what
ahead.
Tony's talking about is we got a letter from Morrison County, and they are looking at replacing the bridge by the golf course in 2027. This year, they're going to start the actual,
Designing.
their design work. We had told them that we thought maybe something decorative facing the golf course, facing the campground on that side, and we also asked about a walking path on it. And so they'll eventually call Laura and talk, but they would like to meet with the city and just make sure and include anything that we might be wanting. This is only going to be for the bridge. The road is going to be taken out or redone a year or two later.
Okay.
That would be Parker.
Right, that's what the
So
gist was.
when do we have to set a date when they want to meet?
No, they'll take
No.
care of all of
Good,
that. They're just,
awesome.
it
It
was
was just
just an informational
informational.
to let the
I
city
do
know
remember
that
that.
they are going to start.
Yep.
They've gotten federal granting to do
Mm-hmm.
to replace the bridge. So now it's designing.
Good. Yeah, I remember seeing that, Tony. Now
and they
that-
just need in the near future, like if they want to do any of the customizations for the city, it is at a cost for the city. And so that's got to be decided on, and because then they'll have a consultant come.
Yeah, because I mean, my thoughts. I mean, I totally. I get the whole walk path thing. I get that a walkway, but I don't know about necessarily having it decorative on one side. I mean, it's a bridge is a bridge, but and look what it's facing. I mean, it's really facing the Skunk River, kind of facing the. I mean, that's the side of it that you'd have.
Well, they were talking in that email, it said that it would face towards the golf course or the swimming hole, the campground.
Yeah.
So anybody that's looking there would be looking out would see it. On the opposite side, that's just wooded land, so,
Right. Yeah.
and that is nothing there.
Nothing pending, so it's not a
No,
huge.
no.
Right. Something to
concern
think
right now.
about. Yeah. Okay. So, anything else, Tony, for updates? Jackie, you good?
No, I'm good.
Sarah, you're good?
I'd like to, when's the last time the city books have been audited? I think with the new city administrator coming in, wouldn't be a bad idea to have everything audited and zeroed out.
They should be audited by
They-
the end of the year with, with all of that, and then we can determine if we need a more extensive one to come once we get the results back, I think. But they should be
Yeah,
done
they,
soon, I guess.
yeah, our accountants usually do a yearly audit, but I would think a more extensive one, just to have our ducks in a row, because,
I would like to see a extensive one done, just to make sure everything's accurate and at zero.
Yeah, I agree. I think we can do, Gary, is let's work through what we're required to do at the state right now. And then we can have that discussion to do a little more in-depth audit. But,
Talk with our accountant people and
yeah, because we
Figure
do
it
want to
out.
know, we do want to know where we're sitting. And with Laura coming on too, we want to know.
it's always a good practice, when you have someone new come in, just to make sure everything's, easier for the new person or, accurate. So then you can't blame anybody, not that we would, but, like when I started my position, we did an audit of the previous person, after the previous person left, we did an audit of all her, not work, but,
Right.
Yeah.
where everything sat. So.
Yep, nope, makes sense. So that's something we can look at. Let's get through, how are we doing with the state one right now? Is everything submitted or?
I'm submitting documents daily right now. And then they are going to be here for the work study the second week you're here. So I believe it starts on the 26th when I come back is when the field study audit starts.
Should be,
So they'll be here for like a day or two.
I think last year we had the audit report by like the end of March, beginning of April sometime.
So,
What's the field study audit?
They come here and they look at all the stuff.
Look at all the physical papers and things like that.
Sounds fun.
good,
It's not.
good suggestion, Gary.
It's never fun.
Is that it? I'll make a motion to adjourn before Sarah does.
I wasn't
Makes
gonna
a
do it.
motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Gary seconds it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Adjourn.